Okay, here's how it happened. So, as some of you may have noticed, I am currently using the Samsung Galaxy S10. This is partly because I'm reviewing it soon, but also, well, by the time this video's come out, I will have reviewed it. But unfortunately, this is also because I'm an idiot and I broke my iPhone 12. Surprisingly, I was following my own advice. I know I always say in my reviews, you should have a case on a glass-backed phone, and I did. So I'm not really sure how it broke so badly. Let me explain. So one Saturday, I was waiting for a parcel. I went to go pick it up, and then as soon as I got back to my house, I threw my phone on the side, as I often do. But I threw it a little bit too hard, it missed the cardboard box it was supposed to land on, and it hit my radiator. I understand that's kind of a stupid move, but I've done this maneuver several times before. So I'm not exactly sure why it decided to go so wrong that day, but I picked it up, I noticed the case was cracked, and then I turned on the screen. Big blotches. You remember when you break a phone back in the day and like the whole LCD display would just be like completely ruined? That's what this was like. It wasn't when you stereotypically see a cracked iPhone and it's just perfectly usable. There were full sections of the screen just totally ruined. Again, it was in a case and it wasn't particularly hard. It must have just hit at exactly the wrong angle. What also sucks about this is a few months ago I had the opportunity to buy Apple Care and I almost did. Almost. But yeah, now I have a totally broken iPhone 12 that I was about to sell anyway so I could downgrade, and I'm not really sure whether I should get it fixed and then sell it or just sell it as an iPhone with a damaged screen. Not ideal either way. So yeah, let that be a lesson learned. If you have the option to buy Apple Care for your new phone, maybe it's worth doing it, especially if you have a history of breaking phones. I thought because I hadn't broken an iPhone in so long, I would be totally fine without it. I always keep a case on my daily driver phone, with the exception of phones I'm testing so I can check their durability. And unfortunately, I think I just got unlucky and hit a weak spot. At the end of the day though, oh well, onwards and upwards. I've broken several phones before. I also doubt this will be the last. So the best I can really do with this situation is make this into a nice little bit of entertaining content for you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this story of how I was a massive idiot and refused Apple Care, wasn't careful enough, and ended up breaking my daily driver. I think it's starting to rain. It is. Okay, we should probably go back. I don't want to get rained on today. Alright, so quick update on the M1 MacBook Pro. I've spent a few days using it now. I've edited, I think, 3 videos with this thing now. And I've got to say, very impressed so far. In fact, this video, I've been editing on the Premiere Pro Silicone Beta. Now this is impressive. I've got to say, Premiere Pro has long been one of my favorite programs. It's a really good video editing software, but it's always been a little bit problematic, especially considering its performance. Timeline performance has occasionally been a bit shoddy, and renders have often sucked. There's no way around that. But on this M1 MacBook Pro, I've edited this full video so far in full quality on a 4K timeline with color grading from the go, and it hasn't dropped a single frame. Look at this right here. I'm gonna head to the start of the coffee sequence. Again, full quality, and it is playing back absolutely flawlessly. That truly is so impressive. That is exactly what I wanted from this machine, and I am so glad that it's performing well. Honestly, the fact that I can have this type of performance from a mobile machine is really cool. I've wanted this for a very long time now. I actually thought back in like mid-2019 the 16-inch MacBook Pro was gonna have to be my option, but with Apple Silicon, it's allowed me to edit my videos not only on the go, so I don't have to face this this terrible weather that we have today, but also in this nice light form factor that I've been a fan of for many years now. So yeah, honestly, very good job, Apple. I'm actually also putting the finishing touches to the Samsung S10 review. I need to make the thumbnail. Gonna be using Lightroom for that. I think that one's still on Intel though, unfortunately. Hopefully the full Creative Cloud gets Silicon support properly, not just in beta soon. That's what I'm really excited for. Anyway, back to it, and I will catch up with you guys in a little bit. Alright, so I figured in the theme of the episode, I might talk about this monitor. Figured I'd turn this episode simply into a BubVisuals Epic L's episode. This monitor behind me is a 32-inch 4K HDR BenQ monitor that I recently picked up to work with my MacBook Pro because it's USB-C, it's nice and large, and unfortunately, it's been nothing but problems. See, I thought it might be nice to get a slightly bigger monitor. This one was on sale, it looked pretty good value, and again, it had USB-C. However, it doesn't support charging, which I didn't think was going to be too big of an issue. I thought it kind of sucked, but oh well. What I didn't realize is that with my HDMI adapter, I wouldn't be able to use 60 Hz. Turns out, to get 60 Hz from this monitor whatsoever, I needed to use a direct USB-C connection, which is not ideal, seeing as the M1 MacBooks only have 2 USB-C ports. What's more, the colors on this thing, very off. Now, I know this technically isn't the fault of the manufacturer. In fact, when I was using this thing with my PC for like gaming and multimedia, it was actually a really solid monitor, and I had a lot of fun with it. But as soon as I started using it with my MacBook, nothing but problems. So I contacted the lovely company who sold it to me today, explained my situation, explained what I do with this monitor, and we decided it was probably best if I simply returned it. Obviously, this wasn't ideal. I mean, this monitor is really nice. It's 32 inches of 4K goodness, but unfortunately, it just wasn't right for me. So yeah, this episode wasn't supposed to be expensive mistakes, but here we are. Realistically, the point of this episode was to explain why I was on Android, because a lot of people had asked me if I was switching back. No, realistically, I want to keep using iPhone. I think it's the system that works well for me, but I just don't have a functional iPhone at the moment. Alright guys, so that's it for today. I know this has been a little bit of an unconventional one. Let me know, by the way, what are some of your most expensive tech-related mistakes? Feel free to let me know in the comments. I always enjoy reading those. As for now though, as always, thank you for watching. Remember to like the video if you want to see more content like this, then smash that subscribe button. I'm done for now, and I will see you guys in the next one.